All right, folks, let's talk about something that probably every single one of you has encountered at some point. Scareware. That moment when you're just browsing the web, minding your own business, and bam! A full-screen alert pops up screaming that your computer is infected with a million viruses, and you need to call a tech support number right now. Sound familiar? It's terrifying, frustrating, and frankly, it's designed to rip you off. But is Microsoft's new AI-powered Scareware blocker for Edge the answer we've been waiting for? Or is it just another layer of complexity in the endless cat and mouse game of online security? Microsoft is rolling out this new feature, and the promise is simple: to use AI to detect and block these scareware scams before they can even get to you. The idea is that the AI will recognize the patterns and behaviors of these scams, the full-screen pop-ups, the aggressive audio warnings, the fake tech support numbers, and shut them down. This is designed to prevent users from being tricked into calling fake tech support or giving scammers access to their computer. On paper, this sounds fantastic. No more heart-stopping moments, no more frantic Googling to see if that number is legit. Just peace of mind. But, as always, the devil is in the details. Let's break down the immediate, first-order impacts. First and foremost, a reduced success rate for scareware scams. That's the big one. Fewer people falling for these traps. Secondly, a better user experience. No more being bombarded with those awful pop-ups and ear-splitting audio. The browser will automatically exit full screen mode and give you a warning, putting you back in control. Think of the relief. And third, enhanced security awareness. The warnings themselves will educate users about the tactics used in these scams, making them more cautious in the future. It's not just about blocking the scams, it's about empowering you to recognize them yourself. Then there's the impact on Microsoft itself. By proactively protecting users from scams, Microsoft can build trust in the Edge browser. Let's be honest, Edge hasn't always been the browser of choice for everyone. But features like this, that genuinely protect users, can make a real difference in perception. And finally, the user reports of scam sites will help improve Microsoft's Defender Smart Screen service. This is a feedback loop. The more scams that are reported, the better Smart Screen becomes at blocking them for everyone. It's a win-win. Now, let's zoom out a bit and look at the second-order impacts, the ripple effects across the wider industry. The success of Edge's Scareware blocker could put pressure on other browser developers, like Google with Chrome and Mozilla with Firefox, to implement similar AI-powered security features. This is a good thing for everyone. More competition means better security for all of us. We might also see increased demand for AI-based security solutions in other areas, like email filtering and social media monitoring. The more effective AI becomes at detecting scams, the more investment we'll see in this technology. The scammers won't just roll over, though. They'll adapt their tactics, requiring constant updates and improvements to the detection model. It's a never-ending game. One interesting second-order effect is on the tech support industry. Legitimate tech support companies might actually benefit from a reduction in scam-related calls. They can focus on helping genuine customers with real problems, instead of dealing with the fallout from these scams. However, they'll also need to work harder to differentiate themselves from the fake tech support services. Building trust and proving their legitimacy will be more important than ever. And finally, cybersecurity training programs will need to adapt to incorporate information about AI-powered security tools. Knowing how to use these tools effectively will be crucial for businesses and individuals alike. All right, let's get into the big picture, the third-order socioeconomic impacts. A decrease in successful scareware scams can lead to a reduction in financial losses for individuals and businesses. That's money back in your pocket and more stability for the economy as a whole. By reducing the stress and disruption caused by these scams, we can see increased productivity for individuals and businesses. Think about the time wasted dealing with the aftermath of a scam. That's time that could be spent on more productive activities. Improved online security can also foster greater confidence in online activities, like e-commerce and online banking. People are more likely to participate in the digital economy if they feel safe and secure. The development and maintenance of AI-powered security solutions can create new job opportunities in the cybersecurity industry. We need skilled professionals to build and maintain these tools. And as users become more aware of online scams and security tools, we'll see improved digital literacy across the population. A more informed online population is a more resilient online population. But with all this potential, we need to address the ethical considerations. As AI becomes more prevalent, we need to think about data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the potential for misuse. Responsible development and deployment are key. Let's not get too carried away just yet. This new AI tool isn't a silver bullet. There are some serious risks we need to consider. First, technical risks. What if the AI model makes mistakes? What if it incorrectly identifies legitimate websites as scareware? These false positives would disrupt the user experience and potentially harm the reputation of the flagged websites. Imagine your website being wrongly flagged. Frequent false positives could erode user trust in the entire system. And let's be realistic. Scammers are smart. They're going to adapt their tactics to circumvent the AI detection. They might use techniques to hide their scareware tactics, making them less detectable. This means the AI model needs constant updates and retraining. It's a never-ending battle. Another technical risk is performance impact. Running the AI model locally could slow down the browser, especially on older computers. Nobody wants a slow, sluggish browser. AI models are only as good as the data they're trained on. If the dataset is biased or incomplete, the model may be less effective at detecting new or evolving scams. And the AI model itself could be a target for attackers. If vulnerabilities are found, attackers could potentially manipulate it to disable the blocker or even inject malicious code. Scary stuff. Regular updates are crucial, but what if the update process fails? Users could be left vulnerable to new scams. And finally, the effectiveness of the blocker may vary across different hardware configurations and operating systems. Ensuring consistent performance is a challenge. Now for the business risks. If the scareware blocker is unreliable, it could damage Microsoft's reputation. Nobody wants a security feature that doesn't work. False positives and technical issues could lead to increased support requests from users and website owners, costing Microsoft time and money. And if the blocker isn't effective, users may switch to other browsers that offer better protection. The competition is fierce. Regulatory scrutiny is another concern. If the blocker is found to be biased or to violate user privacy, it could attract regulatory scrutiny and potential fines. And let's not forget adoption rate. The scareware blocker isn't enabled by default. Users have to manually enable it in the settings, which could lead to a lower adoption rate. If nobody uses it, it's not going to be very effective. Finally, let's talk about the ethical risks. Overly aggressive blocking could be perceived as censorship, especially if legitimate websites are incorrectly flagged. There needs to be a clear process for reporting and correcting false positives. And even though the article says the model runs locally and doesn't send images to the cloud, there could still be privacy concerns related to the data used to train the AI model. Transparency is key. The AI model's decision-making process might be opaque, making it difficult to understand why a particular website was flagged. This lack of transparency can erode user trust. The blocker might disproportionately impact certain types of websites or communities, especially if the training data is biased. Efforts should be made to ensure that the blocker is fair and equitable, and we can't become too reliant on AI for security. We need to maintain a balance between automated detection and human review. We can't just blindly trust the AI. So, is Microsoft Edge's AI-powered scareware blocker enough? The truth is, it's too early to say for sure. It has the potential to be a valuable tool in the fight against online scams, but it's not a magic bullet. It's a step in the right direction, but it comes with its own set of risks and challenges. Constant monitoring, updates, and transparency are essential. We need to keep a close eye on how this technology evolves and make sure it's used responsibly. Ultimately, online security is a shared responsibility. Microsoft can provide the tools, but it's up to us to use them wisely and stay vigilant. Be skeptical of anything that seems too good to be true. Don't click on suspicious links. And always keep your software up to date. What do you think about this new feature? Are you excited about it? Are you worried about the risks? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more AI and tech news. Stay safe out there.